In this video, I'll be showing you 10 easy ways you can boost your FPS or frames per second in any game on Windows 10. These tips should help improve your gaming experience and will only be focusing on easy methods to boost your game performance, so no matter your computer experience, you should be able to follow along with the video without running into any problems. Even if you've already done some of the methods, hopefully you'll find a few more to further boost your FPS. Remember to leave a like and feel free to subscribe for more tips if the video helps, and let me know in the comments what games you're playing right now. Let's get into the first method. The first method to boost your FPS in games is to change the power plan of your PC. If you have never changed this in the past, it's likely that your power mode will be set to balanced, but we can change it to high performance. Of course, this will use more power, but if you're happy with that, it's not too difficult to change. First, go to the control panel. You can get there by searching for it in the search bar. In the control panel, click on System and Security. Now look down the list for the category called Power Options and click on that. Look for High Performance, and if you don't see it, you might need to click on the arrow to show additional plans. Check the box next to High Performance to turn it on, and that's it. Let's move on to the second method. The second method to boost game performance is to turn off startup apps as well as close background apps. Apps that run at startup will cause your PC and games to run slower. Turning off these programs will free up memory for your games and reduce the load on your hardware. We'll start by disabling apps from running at startup. To do this, the first thing we need to do is go to the Task Manager. You can access the Task Manager by right-clicking on the taskbar at the bottom of your screen. Now find the tab called Startup. It should be the fourth option, and click on it to show the list of all the applications that can start up when you turn on your PC. You'll need to go down the list and look for any programs you know you don't use, or those that you don't use regularly. Disabling them in here won't make them stop working, however they might take a bit longer to run when you want to use them. But of course, if you don't use them that often, this won't make too much difference. To disable an application in here, all you need to do is right-click on it and then choose Disable. It's helpful to look at the Startup Impact column to help make your decision on whether it's worth disabling them. You can always enable the program again by right-clicking on it and selecting Enable. To now disable background apps, find the small up arrow towards the right side of the taskbar, and if you click on it, you'll see some of the apps that are currently running in the background. Choose a program that you don't use and right-click on it. If I choose Chrome, for example, I can prevent it from running in the background, which it is currently set to do. Also, click on Exit for any of the apps that you aren't using to close them fully. The next method to boost FPS is to make sure that Game Mode is turned on in the Windows settings. Game Mode is built into Windows 10 and should improve game performance by automatically optimizing your PC to play when you run games. To check if Game Mode is turned on, first go to the main settings page. You can get there by clicking on the cog icon within the Start menu. In Settings, go to the Gaming Settings, and now in here, choose Game Mode from the options on the left side. You should now see the option to turn on Game Mode. Turn it on if it isn't already. And now let's move on to the fourth method. The next method to improve FPS in games is to update our graphics card drivers. I'll first show you how to check for updates automatically in Windows, and then I'll show you how to get them from your manufacturer's website. Firstly, to check for updates within Windows, go to the Device Manager. You can get there by searching for it in the search bar. In the Device Manager, find the section called Display Adapters and then expand it. Now double click on your graphics card from the list, and when the new window opens, go to the Driver tab. Click on Update Driver and then choose the Automatic option. Allow Windows to install any driver updates it finds. If Windows didn't find any updates, then we can also update our drivers manually. To do this, you will first need to go to your graphics card manufacturer's website. You'll also need to know your graphics card's name too. This was in the Device Manager where we just were if you're unsure. I'll show you how to get NVIDIA updates for my graphics card, but if your graphics card is made by another manufacturer, then the process should still be similar. I'll link the websites to the most common graphics card manufacturers in the description to help you out. On the NVIDIA website, go to Drivers, and then All Drivers. Fill out the information for your graphics card. If you're unsure what to search for, let me know in the comments and I will try and help. Click on Search, and then you should be on a page that lets you install the latest driver. Click Download, and once it's finished, click on it and then choose Yes on the user account control screen. Now click on OK to choose the file location, and then wait for the progress of saving the files to reach 100%. When the installer loads, the first page will give you the option to install GeForce Experience as well as the driver. If you just want the driver, make sure you choose this option. Follow the rest of the installer now. It should be simple, but your screen may go black whilst the update is being installed. Now let's move on to the next method. The fifth method to boost FPS is to free up drive space. This should especially help if your drive is near capacity. The easiest way to do this is to first go to the settings page, which can be accessed by clicking on the cog icon within the start menu. Now go to System, and then choose Storage from the options on the left. Turn on Storage Sense at the top if it isn't already, and now click on the blue Configure Storage Sense or Run It Now link below this to open the settings. You can change the frequency that Storage Sense will run at the top. Feel free to make this whatever you want, depending on your situation. If you want, you can check the box below this to delete any temporary files and set it to delete files that have been in your recycle bin and downloads folder for over 30 days. If you're confident you don't need any of these files, then you can run Storage Sense now by clicking on the Clean Now button at the bottom. You can also free up space by searching for Disk Cleanup and running this tool by checking the boxes of the files you are happy to delete. Please double check though to avoid removing anything you want to keep. The next method is to make sure Windows 10 is updated and also to check for viruses. If you are running an older version of Windows 10, there might be compatibility problems causing performance issues. To check for and install any new Windows updates, first go to the main settings page. Again, you can get there by clicking on the cog icon within the start menu. In Settings, go to Update and Security, and then click on where it says Check for Updates. Install any updates if there are any. If you run into any problems, or if Windows isn't updating for some reason, then click the card now or go to the link in the description to a video of mine that will show you how to fix Windows Update problems. Now to check for viruses in Windows 10, choose Windows Security from the options on the left, and then click on Open Windows Security. Now choose Virus and Threat Protection from the options on the left. In here, you can choose Quick Scan, or if you go to Scan Options, you can click on Full Scan and then Scan Now to search for viruses. Allow Windows to perform the scan, and then we can move on to the next tip. The seventh method to boost FPS is to turn off some of the visual settings in Windows. I would say that you only need to do this if your PC is old and slow, so feel free to skip straight to method 8 if you want. Visual settings and animations can slow down your PC and may affect game performance. It's worth a try to see if it helps, as it's easy to revert any changes you make. To change the animation settings, search Advanced System Settings and click on View Advanced System Settings. In the new window, click on Settings in the Performance section. It should be the top settings option. This will bring up the Performance Options window, and in here you can deselect as many boxes as you want to increase performance. Remember to click OK or Apply once you are happy with the changes. Let's move on to the 8th method. The next method is to download and install a game booster. Game boosters should help optimize your PC for gaming, and that could improve FPS. I'll leave a link to Razer Cortex, which is a popular game booster. There are others available, so have a look around and see which you think might help you best. There should be installation instructions on the website of the game booster you use. The 9th method to boost FPS is to simply lower the resolution and graphics settings. I've left this one towards the end, as I guess a lot of you were probably hoping to avoid doing this, but this is definitely one of the best ways to increase FPS, and you should be able to do it by going into your game's display, visual or graphics settings. Let's move on to the final method. The final method is to physically clean your PC. Also try and increase ventilation to allow your computer to run cooler. If your PC can run cooler, it will be more efficient when trying to run your games. And so those are my 10 easy methods to boost your FPS in games on Windows 10. You can also improve FPS by upgrading your hardware or overclocking your graphics card, but hopefully these methods have allowed you to avoid these costly and complex solutions. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Remember to leave a like and feel free to subscribe if the video helped. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.